Hey, all the best for your PT examination tomorrow. PT examination tomorrow. Oh, there is some problem here. We have got 3 extra weeks, isn't it? It is not 26th, you got 3 more weeks. But don't forget, it's not only you, everybody has got 3 weeks. So my best wishes definitely is going with you. But however, I would like you to add a few pointers that you can keep in mind while you have got these 3 extra weeks in your hand. Everybody's got extra weeks, ये नहीं भूलना है आपने. मैं अभी आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि first week, I mean, you should primarily focus on revision. And एक बहुत ही खास चीज जो मैं बताना चाहता हूँ वो है negative management. Negative management is extremely vital. अब negative management होती क्या चीज है? It's in a way knowing your own self. It is important to note one thing, that not knowing, you don't know. You cannot know everything ever. Zero मिलेंगे. लेकिन if you do not know that you don't know, then you know that there is a negative marking that you have got. So you have to know that I don't know. And for that, I must tell you that you should do your negative management. And negative management का एक simple फंडा है जो यूज करना है आपने ये देखना है कि how my negatives are originated. Go for the origin of the negatives. By now you must have got enough of your PT sets done. PT sets में निकालो, चाहे PYQ से हैं, चाहे कहीं और से आपने टेस्ट दे रखे हैं, उन टेस्ट को निकालो. And then try locating those questions which have gone negative. If they have gone negative, you would initially know that, well, it is because of my not very attentive learning, it has gone negative. So your mind learns that, hey, I have to be a little more careful about this. Sometimes you overanalyze, sometimes you underanalyze. But more importantly, you'll find that, hey, my negatives are primarily coming from geography, economy, polity, whatever. Your mind in the first stage, you would know that, hey, I should not be taking too many chances with the geography questions where my negatives are there. But then later on, you find that it's not geography. It is a particular section of geography, physical geography, which is giving me negatives. So physical geography के आप questions को ध्यान से करेंगे, and you would not probably venture too much into those risk areas as far as physical geography is concerned. But by looking at more and more of the past questions tests that you have done, you'd find that it's not physical geography. It is basically climatology questions which I am messing up. And then later on, you can find possibly it's not climatology, it is conceptual questions of climatology which I'm messing up. You would know ultimately that probably it is some particular section of that climatology which is giving me trouble. Let's say pressure belt questions I'm mixing up. If you know yourself and you see a question from that area, you would know that, hey, this is where I commit lots of mistakes. I should not be touching them. And this is why I would like you to tell that you know yourself a little more. And in these coming weeks, I would like you to emphasize that by knowing yourself a little more as to from where your negatives are originating, you'll be able to plug them. Because जो मेरा experience कहता है, PT में बहुत सारे बच्चे जो रुकते हैं, उनके रुकने का जो basic cause होता है, that's quite often has been the high rate of negatives. And it doesn't stop there. Also, you have to have your CSAT. There also you have to be careful about. And then you should actually not venture into new things at this stage. You identify your areas of negatives, you identify your areas of weaknesses, you can go on doing lots of questions from that area. You can go on revising them more often. You should go on reading them in a manner that you are actually having examination conditions. In fact, I would like you to do exam like state effect practice. In a sense, I would say कि आप अपने मोबाइल ऑफ कर दे, AC ऑफ कर दे, दरवाजे खोल दे, let some sound come in your mind, and then you sit down, and in those hours that you have got actual examination, take 2 sessions as you would have taken there. हाँ, last के 5-7 days में, I don't want you to go for that state effect practice. But if you're doing it a state effect practice now, and you have got this extra weeks which is given, I suppose you can definitely go much more prepared there. So I'm talking about, let's not start taking too many phone calls with respect to the new areas to study. You should revise. You can save some time from newer current affairs, but you can revise the old current affairs know your negatives and have those negatives managed, and also trust the material that you have got in your hand, and do this state effect practice when you are sitting down during those particular periods, because as you may have been preparing over these months, you may have become a little nocturnal. Who knows? आपका mind night में fresh होता है, but then you have to change your biological cycle of sleep, and then you have this cycle of sleep. It takes a while to settle. You should start changing now, and in 3 weeks you should be able to really be freshest thing first in the morning, and that's when you have to give your PT examination. I would also like to add here that on that day you should have trust on the answers that you get there. Uh, Even if you're on the first page, you're not in a position to answer some of the questions. Have patience. You have prepared well, you have worked hard. You would be able to, not on the first page, subsequent pages, you will find lots of familiar areas. And if it is difficult, it's difficult for everybody. And then you should trust your own preparation. Stay hydrated on that day. Take care of your health in these days and that time also. I'm sure my best wishes will also work for you. And they would always travel with you in all the examinations. And definitely my best wishes once again. All the best.